Hey guys, what's up? MC here from Players of America, and I'm back. If you watched the video yesterday, this is part 2 of the 46 bear under scheme, I guess you could call it. I'm going to do a quick review. I'm not going to actually go through anything. If you want to see what I went over yesterday, I went over the baseline, different blitzes and stuff like that. And that's you can find that by going into either recent uploads or our Madden 25 playlist, which has every video I've done on our YouTube channel. You just go back. It's got the same title as this, except it says Part 1 Baseline. But yeah, what I'm just gonna show you real quick is what I talked about yesterday with the personnel. These three linemen right here and this fourth one out here, it doesn't matter if they're fast or not. Actually, if they're big run stoppers, that's even better, with the way we have our scheme set up that we went over last night and what we're going over tonight. Where number 91 is, I usually put my best pass rusher there, but if, say, there's two really good pass rushers or both of them aren't necessarily good, they're just fast, put the person who has the better run support there. I showed that in the video yesterday and why that is. They just react a lot better, and a lot of people are into the right this year. Right there where 59 is, that's where you're going to put your coverage linebacker, since he's almost always in coverage, manned up that is. And where number 98 is, that is where you would put the third linebacker, the one that's always overshadowed by the other two. No one cares about him unless one of them gets injured, and then yeah. And these two right here, 31, 37, those are two safety positions, but you can sub corners in, all that jazz. So yeah, that is basically the personnel, and we are going to start up where we left off yesterday with the two-man under. And I'm going to start this off by saying this is not the, the main part of this man-aligned blitz scheme. Is just where we left off. I don't use this blitz that often, mostly on goal line situations or with cover 2. But yeah, we're just going to go out of that. As always, pick a shotgun formation. At first, that has everyone running a route. And we'll just go with this curl flat. So, see? Everybody's doing something. Now, what I did yesterday was I did it with the baseline, but it works both ways. So now we're going to man align, which is up on the D-pad, and you'll press R1 to man align. And anytime you choose press, this strong safety right here will come down. And don't forget the slide the lineman left and edge rush them. So if you blitz the safety, 80% of the time is going to come through, but it's not as fast as our edge rush. You see he comes through there, and I'm just going to show you in the instant replay real quick because it is worth mentioning. A lot of my blitzes, the key to it is making sure the center, he doesn't have anyone, any assignment. So that's why a lot of 5-on-5 blitzes work. You see he's just, chilling there, taking a squat, whatever he's doing, and that safety comes through. So just doing that one more time. Man align, press, line left, edge rush, and then blitz that guy. He'll come through 80% of the time. And, well, that is one of the 20%. He's a 20%er on that one. I don't even know what that means. But we'll just show you again. And like I said, this is not by any means my favorite blitz out of this man align. There he goes. If you notice, I moved him a little bit to the left because that was actually the first time that had happened to me, when he went up that A gap and then got picked up by the center. So yeah, just make sure that he is somewhere in this area and not like over here or anything, because when he's over here, he will go through that middle gap and get picked up like he did on the first play. I'm just throwing it. So yeah. So now we will get out of that mess. Actually, I'll show you real quick. Even when zones, you can man align, and it will look pretty much the same. Pretty much, I guess. So yeah, man align, not exactly the same, but you can still, blitz with that guy, or you can follow with yesterday's blitz and just blitz that guy. And he'll come off the edge untouched. So if you want to see how I did that, just check out yesterday's video. So yeah, that'll explain everything. There's a lot of blitzing options with the base align setup as opposed to this one, but this one, I don't know, I just like this one a lot, especially, I don't know, the man coverage. I don't know, I just like it. So this play is probably my favorite to use out of it, and I know there's not really a lot of extra coverage. I'm going to get to that. I'm just showing you this base concept. So we align and do the usual with the line. Every setup, you're going to move the line to the left, edge rush them. And the one thing we always have to do is re-blitz this defensive end. I showed you yesterday why that is. And in this case, we also have to re-blitz this guy. I don't know why he moved. Re-blitz that guy because, and I will reset and show you why that is. So, come on, line. Alright. So if we don't re-blitz that guy over there, this guy, Kerrigan, he will get picked up by the line. And, I mean, the other guy came through, but the way I had it set up, both guys should come through. So, we are going to re-blitz him, and I'll show you why I'm manually doing it rather than universally blitzing in the next play. So that is that we re-blitzed the right end and the left outside linebacker, and they both come through free. Again, I'm just showing you the base concept of it all, not messing with coverage yet. Because there is this thing called running the ball, I do go ahead and re-blitz Arakpo, because if they run to the outside and you have him going down on that blitz, he's just going to be taken out. So I just like to do that. I mean, it doesn't really make him much slower. So, I mean, just re-blitz these three, and yeah. And again, if it's an obvious passing down, you don't have to re-blitz Arakpo, like if it's third and like 400, you know. So, oh yeah, what I was going to show you is, say I universally re-blitz that linebacker on the right of the screen, it'll work, right? So I'm going to reset the play. But if I man align and then universally do it, it re-blitzes this guy out here that's supposed to be manned up on X. So just know, I mean, you can get your order set up, but if you like the universal blitz better, just make sure you universally re-blitz it before man aligning. Otherwise, it will. I said otherwise, it will. Oh, whoops, I did that before man aligning. So man align, otherwise it will re-blitz this guy because he will be the outside linebacker then and all that jazz. So yeah. Let's see here. Alright, so of course you saw two come off, so I mean if he's not blocking an extra person, there's no need to rush everybody, right? So you can, you know, put this guy in yellow if you want, all that stuff, and like, hey, he's covering the middle a little bit. He didn't do a great job there, but and same with over here, you know, put him in a purple. Oh, yeah, can't universally re-blitz him, so. And boom, he comes through. That guy's got him covered. When he blocks running back, you will have to rush both to get through, but say he has 3 wide receivers on the field, what I would suggest doing is, especially if the running back is on the weak side, and you don't want to rush 2, what I would suggest is rushing the guy who's on the opposite side of the running back, because you'll be manned up on this guy, and let's just put this guy in a purple, you know, re-blitz him. And if you watched any of my 46 normal videos, you saw that I like to user the guy on the running back, and I always like to go over here with him, and always at the start of every play, take a step forward. If you see he's going out into a route, follow him. If you see he's blocking, just continue with it, and either you'll come free, or the guy on the other side will come free. So we are going to block that running back, and I'm just going to show you the step forward, and I'll show you a step forward with coverage just so you can see. So he automatically go forward at the snap of the ball, running back picks you up, that guy comes through. I'm just going to show you if I wouldn't have if I wouldn't have done that step forward and then gone through, what would have happened. So say I'm using him, I block the running back, and see, I mean the linebacker almost gets there, but you see the running back was going to go pick him up. So don't rely on that to happen every time, him getting that close to the quarterback. You can do it from the same side that he's on. I mean, you can keep Arakpo on a blitz and still come through that way. It's a lot more effective. If he has a fast quarterback, he can just roll out, but I'll just show you real quick. And it's sometimes tricky, I guess, but it doesn't get there as fast, but I mean you can still do it, I guess. So you come through, step forward, and see he still comes through, I guess. I forgot what I was gonna show you guys. But yeah, I mean you can drop both of them into zones if you want. You can, you know, do a couple purples, maybe put the defensive end on a yellow, and then just keep with the running back, all that jazz. You still got 3 rushers, depending on how good your 3 guys rushing are, you know. Yeah, this is also really good on the goal line, except of course when you are crashing the line or edge rushing the line, there is that weakness up the middle, which that's where you come in. A lot of times both will come out, and if they're on the goal line, this guy will usually be manned up on someone around here. So like I showed you yesterday, that cover 2, that 2-man under, and this are really good on the goal line, especially if they've seen this blitz all game and they're like, okay, they're gonna send those 2 guys, and they try and do a quick out, and you know, just audible those guys and all that jazz. We'll just put X on a a flat route, and no, I meant to throw it sooner, but I mean you get the point. Just watch what your opponent's doing, adjust to that. I like how I decided I didn't want this to be a 60-minute video and it's already been 12 minutes. Yeah, and I mean you can still man align with zones and confuse them, and if they're not going over as far as you like, you know, you can just make it, try and be inconspicuous about it. You know, what's that guy? All that jazz comes through. Oh, I forgot to re-blitz the defensive end, so I guess I'll just show you in this video. This is why we re-blitz the right end, the one that's on the left of the screen, because he takes an outside cut and really slows down that blitz. So that is why we re-blitz him down and all that stuff. Yeah, the zone coverage, the man line from yesterday, you have like 5 different options, blitzing and all that stuff. It's great against the run. The man coverage is pretty straightforward. With the man coverage, you really have to pay attention to what your opponent's doing and then adjust your coverage accordingly, and your blitz and everything. This cover 1's also good. We'll go out of something like, I don't know, this. Something they're all doing, okay. And this is a weird formation because the guy who's lined up on him is over here, but this is the cover 1, and so you just do that and you already have this guy blitzing over here. So like, yeah, so you got that off the edge and all that stuff. So yeah, it's really just paying attention to what your opponent does. And then yesterday, really quick, that is what every look will look like when you do the baseline setup, and you can blitz any 4 of these guys, or you can, you know, spread and then blitz this guy, or this guy. For details on that scheme, like I said, go check out the video from yesterday. But yeah, that's basically the baseline and man align schemes. I didn't really go into a lot of coverage, I guess, but that's mainly because I feel like you can kind of get the point of knowing, you know, if you want to put them in a yellow, a purple, a blue, a flat, all that stuff. And that's why I say to just pay attention to what your opponent is doing.
Let's go.
So yeah, I mean, if he's doing a lot of slants with X, I wouldn't put this guy in a yellow, because he sees he's dropping back, and say he beats his man, he's just going to wait for him to cross the field. So what I would do is I would put this guy in yellow, and then that would give, oh, I did that universal blitz. My bad. So yeah. I'd put this guy in yellow, give this guy some time to get around, and let's just go ahead and put X on that. So yeah, see how that works? And I'll just show you real quick, as opposed to if you go ahead and blitz this guy and put this guy in yellow, if X is on a slant. So you see he just waits for X to cross there. That was decent man coverage, I guess, but you get the point. So if this video helped you, like it, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I'm going to be trying to bring you more from this 46 defensive playbook. Like I said, I'm not doing custom anymore, all that stuff. So check us out at playersofamerica.com. We got a lot of videos coming up for you next month. The release of the PS4. I'm finally done with school. Mr. 21215. Well, I'm sure he's got something planned. I haven't really asked him about it, but anyway, hopefully I will get some more tips up to you guys in the next few days. I know I've got something out of the 46 normal that I haven't posted yet that is probably going to be next, so just be on the lookout for that.